What's up, everyone? So, today I wanted to talk about how to deal with a panic attack. I'm not an expert in the matter of dealing with panic attacks. I am a mindset coach and I focus on getting you to your competitive edge. But the reason I talk about panic attacks specifically is because I have dealt with a client who dealt with panic attacks and she did really well because of it. And I don't know if this will help you on your journey, but I figured I would share it with you and hope it would see you well and do certain things for you to move you forward in your journey, because I am about empowering people, and I know a person who's having a panic attack doesn't feel very empowered. So I'm going to do my best to help you on your journey. When it comes to a panic attack, one of the most important things that I can think about is going into that state of really finding something that we can control. And oftentimes, what can get us in trouble is trying to control the uncontrollable. Like, for instance, if you are panicking and you are having a panic attack and you're trying to control that thing, it can make it worse. But if you can find something that you can control, whether that's snapping your fingers, squeezing your wrist, trying to breathe deeply, I don't know what that thing's going to be. But I do know when we are able to control something, it does make that feeling a little bit better. Even being able to control what you're perceiving at the moment. Maybe you can control the fact that the panic attack will not last and that in the future, the panic attack will be gone. I had the client that I worked with, when she would freak out and start having those major breathing issues, and her eyes would actually start to water. It was I felt for her. I really did. And what I did with her is I would have her look me in the eyes. I would speak to her very calmly, and I would tell her to follow my breathing the best that she could. And it didn't last long for that panic attack to really go away. It would take usually 5 to 7 breaths of just focusing in and dealing with someone who was in a calm state. So I don't know, maybe that will help too. Going around people who are calmer, who are relaxed, may help you on your journey, because we tend to mirror one another. If someone's very anxious or even uptight, we tend to be a little more like that. And when you're around someone who's calmer and controlled, we tend to be a little more like that. So, for all of those who are dealing with panic attacks, 100% feel for you. And I hope this helps you along on your journey, because I want you to be empowered. I want you to be infused. I want you to know that panic attacks can be a very normal thing. I haven't dealt with them a lot on my journey, but I did do my research on panic attacks before I even made this video. Just wanted to see what people were dealing with and what others were not dealing with. And I know a lot of people go on theory instead of execution. And I like talking about what's worked for me and how it's worked for me. The other thing, in my fighting journey, I wouldn't say I was having a panic attack, but I was freaking out pretty bad. It made me very anxious to get ready to go into that cage. And the thing was, I was prepared to fight, but I wanted to go fight right away. And I couldn't, because we have scheduled fights. And so when I would get into that freaked out moment, I would always go into, okay, what can I control right now? What can I control right now? And some things that I could control was I could listen to music, I could calm my breathing, I could squeeze my fists. Like, that's another thing that I would do, is just squeeze my fist and think about that. Focus in on something that I can control right now. I can control figuring out game plan and strategy. So I hope this helps you on your journey. and I hope you go do amazing things. Go crush it. And remember, there's greatness in you. Take care.